So we've seen the first video all about starting up Android Studio with a brand new project. It did take quite a few minutes there, I'd say about 8 or 9 for me on this machine. What I want to do now is kind of look at the environment a little bit and change some of the settings as well. I'm going to click in main activity here, that's there, and you'll find something interesting. The font's quite small here, I like to make the font bigger. So what I'll do is I'll go to the file menu, wait for it to pop up, go to settings, click that there. Another window pops up, and this is full of lots of options related to Android Studio settings and of course some bits to do your project as well. As you see, it takes a bit of time to appear. Then when it says editor, if I expand this and go to general, inside general there's an option to change the font size using the zoom. So I'll switch that on. I really don't understand why it's not on by default. And I'll apply that and hit OK, and that gets me to here. What I can do now is control mouse wheel up and down. It's a bit slow, but as I do it, it increases the font so I can see it better. I just don't like the size of it. This area on the left here, this kind of project window, I'll drag this piece here to make it a little bit smaller. We will look at the project window later on as we do things in Android, but right now it's a little bit too big. And then down here, if you look down here, this area here, this is build and sync and all the rest of it. If I click this little down arrow here, it fires that away. It's still there, you can bring it back up if you want to, lots of things in there, it fires it away. So that takes us to this point here. For those who've seen me doing this sort of coding before, I like to put comments in. So I'm going to bring back this open curly bracket here. You notice when I click on that one, it highlights the one at the bottom, which means those are tied in together. And you look, I've moved it to the same column as well. So look up and down vertically in the same column. It makes it really easy to figure out what curly bracket relates to what other curly bracket. I'm also going to put some comments in, say start, and also start class. Now, the reason why I said start class here is the line just above it says public class, right? So I'm saying start class is there, and the matching closing curly bracket, I'll put in, end class, like that. Then over here I find another curly bracket, again I'll bring it down to the right place, and I'll put in start. This one says protected void on create, so I'll type in on create, and then down near the matching ending curly bracket, end on create, right? And then up here, I'll make a space. This is where the code will go. Code will go here, right? And that's basically you type your code in and make things happen. What I will do is obviously make sure I save this thing. There's a couple of ways of doing it. I like to just hit save all in the menu there, and that's that bit done. If we move back onto the XML file, so we see the design view, we see the XML text view, which we're not playing with too much. I'll jump back to design view, and by default there's something in the middle that says hello world, and up there it says buttons test. Now it says buttons test because that's the name of the project. That's what I created it as, and that's why it says it there. What I'm going to do, I'll just bring up the little recording tool again just to make sure my time is not too long. Where it says hello world, I'll click on that and watch what happens on the right hand side. On the right hand side a sort of panel appears, and this panel has some information about this thing called hello world. Now I don't like the thing that says hello world, it's a default thing to put into the projects. I'm going to press the delete key and make it go away, and that's it disappeared. What I want to do instead is, I think the good idea is maybe to add a button. So I'm going to grab a button, look up here where it says palette. There's lots of different things and see these different sections. But under common you'll find the bit that says button. Drag the button out and drop it somewhere in the screen. I'll try and put it in the middle, and as you go in the middle vertically you can see it's a line, there's a little dotted lines here to show that. I'll leave the button about there. Right. Now that I've done that, on the right hand side all these attributes are here again. Right. Now what I have to do is, I have to take this button and I have to stick it onto the sides of the app so it doesn't fall away. It sounds a bit weird saying that, but in reality, although I've placed it here, it won't stay there. If I click back in the XML, I look through here, it says this thing, it's called a constraint layout, which is something they're using recently, and a constraint layout means you have to constrain it or tighten it or stick it to the sides basically. Now to do that, you go to this blue area, and that's the blueprint. If I look for a little circle there, another little placeholder, and drag it up here to the top, it sticks that piece to this part of the app. So this button's stuck to this piece at the top. There are only 8 in size there, so clicking the down arrow and change it to 32 gives you more space. Or if you want to type in something else, there's a 64, but I'm going to stick to 32 as a default there. then that means that button will stick to the top. I also want to stick to each side, so drag it to the left, it fires over there. But watch what happens when we do the right hand side, it centres it, because it realises you're trying to stick to both sides, therefore it must be in the middle. So that button's going to be 32 away from the top, and each side will basically centre it out, so the button will always remain in the middle. That's the first piece, placing a little button. Now the problem with the button is, it has a name, its ID up here, its name is called button. That's not a great name, right? Every button will say like button, button 1, button 2, button 3. That's not what you want. You want to name it to be something useful, right? What I'll do is this. I think I'll call this button hello. H-E-L-L-O. So button hello. Press enter so update starts so it knows it's been done. So that's its ID or its name. Remember that name, button hello. We'll use that later on. Further down a bit here says text, another attribute. It's the text you see in the button itself. I'll change that to hello. Press enter. And as I press enter, you can see the text has changed there as well. So I've created a button called button hello, and on the text of the button it says hello. This is all using the designer. We're not doing any XML, but if I click in text here, you now find a few things have changed. The ID's appeared up here. The value for text has appeared up there, and there's lots of other things related to the constraint of it, the way we stuck it to the sides. So it's building up the XML file as we do the design. Next thing I'll do is add in some more things. I'm going to add in one of these things called a text view. I'll drag it below the button. I'll stick it to the bottom of the button. Drag it again, stick it to the bottom of the button. Make it further away, say 32, so you can see it's there. And then stick it to the sides. There you go, so it's stuck to the sides as well. And up here it says ID text view. I'll change that to ID text view answer and press enter. And down here it says the text and it says text view, which it does. I'll change that text to something like, please click the help button. You notice things pop up here, and try and avoid clicking on them if you can. So I'll press enter to avoid clicking on that. And look, it's sort of done it for me anyway, so it's realised that was there and tried to insert it for me. It's really annoying. So I'll change that again and type it in. Please click on the help button. And because it popped up, put a wee space in. Right, then bring it back a bit and then press enter, and it sort of fixes itself out. It's Android Studio trying to be really helpful, but in reality sometimes it just isn't. So think back to what we have. We've got a button called button hello. And we've got a text view called a text view answer. And the idea will be is when you click on the button, it will change the information in the text view. Right, so that's two things, two basic components. In the next video, I'll show you how to code these so they actually link into the code, because we look at the code just now. It doesn't mention the button or the text view anywhere, and basically there's no code to do anything. Right, so I'll save it, of course, make sure it's saved, and then we'll do the next video.